Hi everybody, and welcome to another tutorial here. What we're going to be looking at today is how to create a carbon fibre pattern. Now all the writing here looks rather fancy, but the detail is actually within the background here just before it goes a bit too fuzzy. So there we have like a very minimalistic carbon fibre background, and you can also adjust the scale on this to show the desired effect. So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, we are going to set up a very small 4 pixels by 4 pixel canvas, and we're going to zoom in all the way. There we go. And now what we need to do then is go to our color selection panel, and down here in the hex area, or the I guess that could be like the CSS color coding, we're going to type in B7 B7 B7, and we're going to fill that in here. Back to this, it's going to get a familiar theme with this 131313, and again, at any point during the video, if you need to pause it and make notes or catch up with what I'm doing, and obviously the benefit of this being on YouTube is that you can do that. That's 2E, 2E, 2E. And from this point they all start to repeat themselves. So we're going back to 131313. Albeit 13 was only here earlier, we're actually going to put it down here now because we're alternating the pattern. So B7, which was up here, it's now down here. 2E, 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 which was this one, is now this one. Finally, 595959, which was this one. So, here's your pattern. It doesn't look very carbon fibre yet, but it will do. What you need to do next is go up to Edit, and if you haven't got all of the options here, remember to always show menu. And here we're going to go to Define Pattern. I already have it done already. I've defined it as Carbon Fibre Pattern, and that is now a pattern that you can use as an overlay inside the blending options. So you would click OK, name it whatever you'd like to name it, click OK. I don't need to. Next, we're going to open up a new canvas, and I've made this 1280 by 720, so the average YouTube thumbnail screen. You can make it whatever size you want. Again, the effect on this, because it's so small, is going to look quite small, so I might need to zoom in for you all to see it, but you can play around with the scaling. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set black to my background, and I'm going to fill that. What you can do is go to Edit, go to Fill, you can choose whatever colour, whatever black, white, half grey, entirely up to you, but I've just held down for the sake of doing it quickly. I'm on a PC, I've got the layer selected, I hold down Control and I press backspace, and that will use this back colour here, so I always set black to the back. So there you go. Next we're going to right click on the layer, we're going to go to Blending Options, and here you've got your pattern overlay. Jumps into the very first generic pattern, but here's the carbon fibre pattern that we've done, and as you can see, that's what it looks like. Now here you can play with the scale of this, you can make it bigger, it's entirely up to you. I normally just keep it at 100, because what we're going to do with it in a minute is apply as well a gradient overlay, so it sort of makes it look a little nicer for everything as well. So here we'll also go to gradient overlay. I normally like to use this one because it's got the 3 areas, but obviously change the colours. So I normally go black, no, undo, black, and then for here maybe a dark tone. I'll click OK with that, but then the opacity needs to come away because we need that pattern to come through. So that's at 65. That's not too bad. We can probably OK that and have a quick zoom in. And there you go, you can still see the pattern. And it looks kind of carbon fibre-y. It's got a bit of a metal, bit of a sheen coming across it. So that is effectively the carbon fibre. As with the thumbnail that we see on the video for this, it works quite well with some nifty writing. It just gives it a nice style. So what I'm going to do is I've already got some writing that I like to use for this one. It's Signorita Zai, if that's even said correctly. Who knows? But it's very whirly. It would help I didn't have caps on. There we go. I think that's quite nice. And again, I'm just going to go and play around with this. I'll go to the bevel and emboss. Gives it that sort of raised metallic effect. Probably not going to play with that. What I might actually do is go to color overlay. That looks pretty cool. But I want to keep the silvery theme because I do like that. And then I'll excuse me. Then I'll give it an outer glow, normal. .65 pixels gives it quite a shadow, so it still starts to bring out that carbon fibre effect in the background, which is also pretty cool. And let's just give it, oh, come on, there we go. Right, let's just OK that. What I like to use is this one. This one's like an old Art Deco 50s kind of style to it, which is quite cool. And what I love, I've seen it on many websites and I've seen it in many sort of artistic images to show how this effect can be achieved. And it's simply filling this with some form of orange colour, and I think that looks pretty tidy. And there we go. So you've got a box standard carbon fibre effect. You can play around with the angle of the gradient. You can change it to however you want. Let's put it as like a 60. That sort of shimmers across the page. That looks pretty nice. But you can also play with the size of the pattern as well. So if you wanted it to be slightly larger, then again that also looks quite carbon fibre-y. So there you go, guys. I hope you found this useful. If you have, excellent, like the video and leave a comment. And if you want to see a video of a effect, that you're trying to achieve, then drop a comment. If I am able to do it for you, I will make a video and I will post it, and I will notify your Twitter account if you have one. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you do wish to have a video created. All the best, guys and girls. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.